Mitch, and hi everyone, it's Mitch. It is Thursday, September 27th, 2018, here with your free picks. Of course, we are live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, right around this same time. It's not always exactly at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Sometimes it's 10:45, sometimes it's a quarter after 11. It's usually in this same time unless I make a special announcement. Usually that's like if I'm traveling or if there's a special event or if I have somewhere I got to be that I can't do all of the shows, but it doesn't stop us from doing the show, just we change the time, but that's rare. I mean, we're talking less than 5 times a year that seems to happen. Might have some of those coming up in the next week. We'll have, not next week, but maybe the following week, but we'll figure it out. I'll be on the road, but doesn't mean there won't be games, picks, and all of that stuff. Of course, we have free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets always over at sportschatplace.com, premium and premium plus, as well as sportschatexperts.com. Of course, it is Thursday, and that means discount code day at sportschatexperts.com. You can use the discount code SCORE, SCORE, and get... you can get 25% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. So it's not just my picks at Sports Chat Experts, any purchase at Sports Chat Experts. So as many or as few, as most expensive to as least expensive as you want. But it's 25% off at Sports Chat Experts. Use that code SCORE. Generally run those discounts on Thursdays and on Saturdays. Run actually a smaller discount on Saturdays, but I can tell you pretty much for sure that that's not going to go on forever. It's probably nearing an end at the end of this year, and we'll still have specials and things like that. It just won't be as often as can it'll be more like how most people do it. Just have a sale every once in a while, like our Christmas in July sale that we do and things of that nature. But anyways, we do on this show 3 free picks every single day. We got a small baseball schedule. We have the NFL in action tonight, as well as some college football as well. So some good stuff going on. I've given out premium picks on the college football game. I've given out a premium pick on the NFL game. I also gave out part of my parlay over at Picks and Parlays. I gave out the total in the NFL game, so you could of course check it out over there, but what the hell, I'm here anyway. We could talk about the total in the NFL game. I really think that this NFL game tonight, of course I'm talking about the Vikings and the Rams, I think that this is going to be a playoff style game. When I saw these two teams play in week 1, I really thought that this was going to be a preview of the NFC Championship game. The Vikings, of course, made it to the NFC Championship game last year. They were favored against the Eagles in that game, and they came up short. Of course, different quarterback, different it's the NFL. Players change every year, but I thought the Vikings were a team that had improved. Now, when we look at the Vikings last week, and I know people are talking about, the corners are out for the Rams, and the Vikings are missing these defensive players. Trust me about these two teams. What separates the really good NFL teams, the Rams, the Vikings, the Eagles, these teams, right? These top echelon teams versus the also Rams, is that everybody in the NFL that starts is good. There's very few starters in the NFL that are just terrible. In college, you see guys slip through the cracks. They start, and then they try other guys at that position, kind of like all these quarterback changes that we're seeing in college football these days. But in the NFL, everyone that starts is really good. It's a hair, that separates a Pro Bowl Hall of Famer from a guy who just had, a nice 6-year career in the NFL. It is a very small thing. Sometimes it's an injury. It is not much difference as we go down. And these two teams, the Vikings and the Rams, the Super Bowl contender teams, they have depth. So I'm less concerned about the corners being out there. I'm less concerned with the Vikings defenders. Yeah, you want your best players on the field often. You want your best players on the field as often as you want. But both these teams have guys that can play. I think when we look at the Vikings last week, part of what happened last week with the Vikings is, they were down 17-0 before they ever rolled out of bed. And I think when you're down 17-0, they rushed the ball a total of 6 times in that game. But I think this game, both teams it's going to be a playoff style game. I think when it comes to playoff style football, we know how this goes, and we see it every year. People talk about it in terms, but most sports bettors, most casual sports fans, most hardcore sports fans, and especially fantasy players, people that play fantasy, they totally lose sight of exactly what playoff football means. And this is how you win playoff games. And I'm not telling you guys anything you've never heard before, but it might be something that, you might not believe in as much as I do, or, maybe you do believe in it. But you win playoff games by running the football and playing defense. You beat playoff teams by running the football and playing defense. Everything keys off of that. Because with your defense, you can set up field position. If the other team can't score points, they certainly can't beat you. And, if you can run the football, you can control the clock. And you can have their defense on the field for a long time. And we see these guys in the NFL, and these are some of the top athletes in the world, just absolutely gassed. Every single play is like running a sprint. I don't know if I played football many, many years ago, right? But but I know on every single play, it's like running a sprint. And, I don't care if you're the best athlete in the world. You run 10 sprints, you're going to be a lot fresher than if you run 50. It's the way it works. There's some guys that could run 100, and those are, the elite players in the NFL, are the guys that, have the endurance to do this, like how Walter Payton used to be, right? But anyways, I think to me this game leans to the under. I think this game is about ball control. It's about field position, and it's about defense, and it's going to be about running the football. Todd Gurley, Dalvin Cook's going to give it a go here. He's got a sleeve on his knee, and I think the Vikings are going to try and control the football with Dalvin Cook. We saw what happened last week when the Vikings tried to exclusively rely on the pass. It didn't work out too well for them. So I'm going to guess that they're going to try something different. And the Rams, you have Todd Gurley, who's been ripping off 8 yards a run, right? Every time you watch him, 8, 12. It has been just impressive, right? Nothing short of impressive. I don't think he's able to do that against this Vikings defense. I think this one's going to, it's going to be ball control, field position. Of course, ultimately, on the other side of things, it'll come down to who can hold on to the football, right, as far as turnovers and also, convert those field goals. Because, the points are going to be important in this style of game. But anyways, yeah, if you have a pick on this game, the place to talk about it is our Facebook group, because we got thousands of people in there talking about this game right now. You put it on as a comment on YouTube, 60 people are going to see it, at most. We have 56 people watching it right now. Would you rather talk to it with 3,000 people, or would you rather talk to it with 57 people? Personally, I talk to 3 million people a month, and that's why, anyways. I like the under in this game tonight. I know it's probably not a popular pick. A lot of my picks are not popular. Of course, tomorrow, so our first pick of the day is the under in the Vikings-Rams game. Of course, tomorrow on our show is Free for All Friday. All of the questions come from the people in our Facebook group. So all of the games that we cover, it doesn't need to be games for Friday. It can be games for Saturday, for Sunday. It could be games that I will have as a premium pick. We do that on the show. And I don't say, well, this is a premium pick and here's my pick. I say, yeah, here's my pick in this game. If it happens to also be a premium pick, then it is. But it's Free for All Friday, and all the questions come from the most popular questions being asked in our Facebook group feed for the live show. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you subscribe to our channel, you'll get notified when I go live, because I go live every single day on YouTube Live and on Facebook Live. And of course, free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium, Premium Plus. Sports Chat Experts, we have Sports Chat Experts, we have discount code today. It's SCORE, SCORE. You enter that at checkout, you get 25% off. Any purchases, not just my picks, any handicappers, any packages, anything you want there. Anyways, let's get to our second pick of today's show. Let's look at this college football game. I've given out a bunch of picks in this game, and there's only one game, so it makes it a little difficult to continue to give out picks, but I believe that the pick that I'm going to give out for the show is going to be the first half over in this game. We saw something a little different out of Miami last week. Those of you that listen to my podcast, you know how excited I am about this. As you know, at the end of the day, I'm a fan, right? I'm a fan of college football. This is my game. I love college football. Miami is my team, right? And generally, like last week in the premium area, I gave out FIU. I call it as I see it, right? As a premium pick, I gave out Florida International University plus 26.5 points against Miami. And, you know, I had to root for them to score at the end of the game. The reason why it came to that, why I had to root for them to score at the end of the game, is Miami put in N'Kosi Perry, who we talked about this in our preseason college football shows and the other shows that I was on all around the internet and TV and all that other stuff. I said the same thing. I said, I just can't believe that, you know, the Alabama quarterback battle is getting a lot of press, which it deserves. The Clemson quarterback issue gets a lot of... anyways, I think with N'Kosi Perry in this game, the Miami offense is crisp and it really moves. Miami has the fastest players in the country. They always have, and they probably always will. The school is located in the hottest talent bed of professional football players in the country. Always has been, always will be. If you look at the NFL rosters, and you look at what schools have put most players in the NFL, Miami is always at the top of the list. And when you look at where players are from, I mean, even, you know, you look at Ohio State, Nick Bosa, right? And you look at Bosa in the NFL. You know, these guys are from Miami, and, you know, it just goes on and on and on and on about how much talent is in that area and how much, you know, and the differentiating, you know, I think when you get to that Division I level, NFL level, skill is fairly even, and motor is also there as well. I mean, certain coaches are better motivators than other coaches, and you know, and of course, some coaches are better strategists than other coaches as well. But I think when it comes down to the raw talent, the differentiation between one player and another player is speed, because that is what makes the difference. But I think what we'll see from Miami is that if you have a quarterback that can hit your wide open playmakers, which Malik Rozier was unable to do, this team is going to put points on the board. And what we saw from North Carolina so far is this is a team that could put points on the board. What we've seen from the Miami defense is generally they hold teams down, but they have allowed the big play a lot this year so far in the early going. So I believe the first half over is going to be my play here for the Miami-North Carolina game. That'll be our second pick for today's show. Of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. Some days we even do more. Fridays are free-for-all Fridays. That means that all of the questions come from the people in the Facebook group. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching us in the Facebook group and you want to be notified when I go live, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the little bell. It has notifications, and it will notify you when I go live, which I do every single day. Of course, at sportschatplace.com, we have free picks on every single game, every single day, every single sport. And, of course, when we have at sportschatexperts.com, it's best bets for myself and some of the other top handicappers in the world today. So, you know, I know on some websites and some Twitter accounts and things like that, these guys, they never lose, right? They never, ever, ever lose. Well, I got news for you. I lose, you know. I don't lose all the time. I have, you know, really, really hot streaks. Sometimes I have cold streaks. it's the nature of the beast. It's called being honest. But I'll tell you, when you have a site with so many top handicappers in the world, you always have a lot of guys that are on hot streaks. And that's what we have at Sports Chat Experts. We don't allow everybody in the world on the site. I get probably 30 to 40 emails a week of people that want to be on Sports Chat Experts. And you guys see, rarely do we add anybody. But probably going forward, after at the end, towards the end of the year, we probably will be adding some handicappers. So if you have a track record, and any of that, by emailing me picks, instant messaging me picks, direct messaging me picks, that's not going to get you on the site, because I don't have the time to read your picks. If you want to post picks, post them in the Facebook group. That's what everybody else is doing. And I'm part of the Facebook group. I know who's good at picking and who isn't. I pay attention. Some people, they pick the same team that I am, and I get scared. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, we do 3 free picks every single day. Let's get to Major League Baseball. It's been weird the last 3 days of Major League Baseball. So I swept the card on Monday. I got swept on Tuesday, and then I swept the card yesterday. So I don't know. We had the Tampa Bay Rays on the show yesterday. It was kind of a nice pick for us. We usually don't look back. We usually only look forward. But we did have the Rays yesterday. The one game we had the Twins, the Rays, and the Pirates, and the Pirates blew it. They had it. They came all the way back. They were down 6-2. They scored 4 runs, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th, got it to extra innings, and then lose. But anyways, let's get to these games here. And what we start to have at this time of the year is teams are playing their last, this is the last 4 days of the season. So these are teams playing their last games of the season. The motivation is there at the beginning. Yeah, if you want my thoughts on a specific game like that and you have a question like Danny Langalis does over on YouTube, post it over in the Facebook group, and I'll be happy to answer you. But anyways, let's get to a baseball game here. And we got early action, the Yankees and the Rays. We also have the Rockies and the Phillies. And the Phillies have just been falling apart at the seams. The Rockies, they've been hitting the cover off the ball down the stretch. They are right there now with the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West. So before they were competing for a wild card spot, now they're competing for the division title, kind of like the Milwaukee Brewers, right, with the Cubs, where they're now even in the loss column. These are 2 great finishes of divisions coming down the stretch. Jake Arrieta on the mound for the Phillies, and he's been hot and cold all season. Sanzatella on the mound for Colorado, and he has been hit and miss as well. So the total at this one is set at 11. We have been all over the over in Colorado. We've been all over the Rockies, of course, all season, but we've been all over the over in Colorado, and no reason not to believe there won't be tacos again. I like over 11 in the Rockies-Phillies game. That'll be my 3rd pick for today's show. So just recapping today's show, we have our discount code at Sports Chat Experts. Get 25% off using the discount code SCORE, S-C-O-R-E, at checkout. You'll get 25% off no matter what you buy. The least expensive thing, the most expensive thing, my picks, Brian Butler's picks, Craig's picks, anybody's picks, combo capper picks, consensus report, whatever. Use the discount code SCORE. You'll get 25% off. Of course, we have free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. We do this show around 10:45, 11, 11:15, or in that range every single day. If you sign up, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the little bell in the upper right-hand corner. You'll get notified every time I go live, which is a good thing and something that a lot of people are having trouble with in the Facebook group. And of course, tomorrow's Freestyle Friday, meaning that all of our game picks will come from questions in the Facebook group, regardless if they're premium picks or not. I'm going to give them out on the show if those are the most popular questions. Hopefully, and they could be games. Normally we just do the games the day of the games, but on Freestyle Friday, it could be games for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I always something new that we've been doing, and I'll tell you, I love it. But anyways, recapping today's show, we took the over first half, Miami versus North Carolina. We took the under in the Vikings-Rams game and the over in the Rockies-Phillies game. kind of a smorgasbord there, right? 3 different sports, 3 different picks. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Freestyle Friday. Be sure to use that discount code SCORE over at sportschatexperts.com. Of course, we still have that DraftKings offer too. So if you have a question on the DraftKings offer where you get a free 5-day premium plus by signing up through our link, by all means, if you don't understand or are confused by it, just shoot me an email, mitch@sportschatplace.com. If not, go to any write-up article, any game preview or prediction, and you'll see a link for our DraftKings offer. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you today, of course, in the Facebook group.